Welcome to Reforged Eden for Empyrion Galactic Survival, and we're just coming up to a new day. And what I want to do in this part is bring in the new CV and give you a bit of a give you a bit of a walkthrough and show you what we got to do to get it operational, and then hopefully, based on your very useful comments, is to get down to the Heidelberg and see if we can get some thrusters from that, because the one thing that concerns me is the level of thrusters that I'm going to need to get that ship off the ground and get it mobile. Even if we're only moving around the planet, I think if we're mobile and moving around the planet and have the ability to fend off drones, that would give us a little bit more flexibility to get out and do a few things, and we'd be able to move our ships around rather than being in one location. But before we get into that, I'd like to say a big thank you for your comments and feedback. As usual, you guys give me a lot to think about, especially the suggestions of where the admin core is on the Heidelberg. And I have to admit, it didn't occur to me when I was checking that there would be the damaged admin core. And thinking back, that is part of the actual, if you play the vanilla game, because when you play the vanilla mission, you meet someone there, and then you have to destroy the admin core as part of the mission. So that's one thing we're going to be looking at. I also got a suggestion about upgrading the Auger, and it is possible, but it was suggested, we'd have to take a couple of these mechanical drills off, and to be able to put some gun emplacements there. Because if I show you here, the CPU stats here is 6,000, and we could possibly put another core, a basic core on, and upgrade this. The problem is this thing has no maneuverability whatsoever, and one thing I've actually found is that since the end of the last video, I've had to fend off two base attacks. One when I went out to do a bit more recovery work on the CV that we went out and started to take thrusters off in the last part, and also then when I returned back to this base, I had another base attack, and as somebody quite rightly pointed out, why we got that there? Close that down a bit. But somebody quite rightly pointed out, the pentaxid was actually stored in the portable constructors that were here, and what I've done now is transferred everything into the base. But if I actually show you here, and we go to main, you see I've got some pentaxid, but it's not going to last very long, because trying to fend off base attacks with a ship like this with just plain front mounted weapons is very difficult, because those bombers that come in are so agile trying to hit them. So what I would like to do to this SV, so what I'm thinking is to box this area in so that I can put the turret on the top here, but that would mean making some changes. The other thing I've also done is, if I show you in here, I've made a trauma station to fit in the SV, but the problem is that will take me over the current CPU for this, which is a bit of a pain. So if I come to here, you can see I've only got now I've got the shield generator in. I've only got a couple of hundred left, and so what I'd have to do is, if I come into here, small vessel, this is the type of turret I'd like to get on the top, is the minigun turret. In fact, we'll open that up. How many? This is a CPU of 1,000, and if we come down to here, now this is the way the core system works, or CPU system works in Reforged Eden. So I've got the basic extender in there, but if you see just below where it says placeable SV, it says a maximum amount 1. So we can only put one of these on the SV, because what we'd have to do is unlock this, and we can put 2 of these on, which would give us another extension of 13,000. But if you actually look carefully, you see we need 8 small optronics bridges to make this. I've only got 4 at the moment, and then of course if we wanted to take it further, we'd have to go up to this one here, which requires 8 optronics bridges and 4 matrices, and we can put 5 of these on, and these add 7,000. So one of my kind of subtasks is I'm going to need to try and get some more optronics bridges, because I don't think I can make them. Let's just go and have a look. Let's just go and see what we need if we wanted to make 4 optronics bridges. Because I think you can... Oh, we need gold. If we can get more gold, we might be able to make them without advanced. I think I've got all the gold that... Actually, no. Hang on. Base... Logistics container. I must admit, I'm not completely conversant with the... We got some gold ore. We have to take some stuff out. Well, we don't need the Esterum. If we put the gold in and very quickly turn the... only got enough to make one set of gold in there. I doubt very much if that would be enough. Oops. No. We need gold. We got 2 gold now. We got 5 small optronics matrices. Anyway, what we got to do is make get 4 optronics bridges, which means we need gold. So there's lots of things I need to do, but what I'm starting to consider is actually rebuilding this SV if I can get the second CPU extender, and see if we can actually combine the 2 together, put a turret on the top as well. I mean, the other thing I've had to do is put a second generator in as well, because when during the base attack, when the shield got hit, it was generating, and I started getting some overload warnings as well. So I'm kind of caught a little bit between a rock and a hard place at the moment, but that's the way it is. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to go to the Heidelberg first, and as somebody suggested, that the Auger's actually got more carry capacity than the than the Merlin. I think this has got let's see, the Auger harvester. It's got, it's not the fridge. It's got a carry capacity of 7,600, where the Merlin, it's got a carry capacity of half that. So what I'm hoping is that we'll be able to get some of the thrusters out of the Heidelberg, because that's what I'm really after. I don't know if also if any of you guys might not have noticed, but the other thing I've also done is I've put a med bay in here and a fridge with some bits and pieces on. I'll put that back in the Merlin because I'm going to power the base off. Just put that back in there. And I went out to... I can't remember, what base was it now? The other went to the abandoned outpost, and I actually retrieved the food processor and the fridges from there, so I didn't have to make those. So and this is one of the reasons why I'd like to get the CV mobile, so that we can go around and kind of build it on the move. I can take this base apart and recover what we've got. Anyway, let me just get into here, just make sure what the fuel situation is in here. Actually, let's just make sure we've got some spare fuel with us in the Auger player. Make sure that we take the core with us, otherwise it's going to be embarrassing. Oops, no. The Auger. Yeah, we got a portable constructor, and I think somebody suggested that I need to make the ingots. At the moment, I'm having to use the portable constructor because I can't get a interior constructor on it. I did consider taking the constructor out of here, put it in there, but we don't actually have the CPU for it. CPU is a little bit of a pain in the butt actually, but that's the way it is. So just gonna take off, and kind of head in this direction. Go check out the Crash DSE here. In fact, I think it might be worth actually doing the Crash DSE first and see if I can get all the thrusters off of that first. Then we'll take those back to base, because one thing I'm not sure of is how many thrusters I'm going to need to get this new CV off the ground, because it comes with no thrusters whatsoever, and I'm kind of a little bit worried about that. What's that? So maybe we'll loot this area here first, and hopefully we won't get another base attack. We'll just get in here. Yeah, we'll do this first. And we'll land here. Up to Auger's harvester. We'll just step off. Should now be able to pick up the DSC back. Only got the one container in it with 8,000, but I'm pretty sure this is it just a single. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got a lot of thrusters on here, and that's what I'm really after, because that's what's going to get us off the ground. So, of course, I go to the wrong end. And I'm hoping that we'll be able to get 2 at a time from here. If not, it's going to be embarrassing. See what space we've got. Got 2. We better get 4 out of here actually. So take a chance. Don't think we really need any blocks anyway, so hopefully we're going to get off the ground. Get back to the base. But I think I need to keep my key resources concentrated in one place because of these annoying base attacks. I must admit, I was expecting to make a lot more progress on this arid start. If I'd realised that it was going to be as kind of as awkward as this to get up and running, I think I might have just gone for the standard kind of plant. Yeah, we'll just come into here, running base. I want to put it in there, but my problem is I'm kind of getting a little bit low on space, which I'll put these in here. Break that link there, and want to quick check that I've got all the thrusters and fuel tanks in one place. We've got that, and you can see what I might do is move this stuff into here because everything's still a little bit messed up. Don't need a reinforced concrete block in there either. That kind of gives me an idea of what I actually need to get here. And we're just gonna go off again. Apologies that this might not be particularly interesting, but I just feel I need to do this logistics for the moment in order to be able to keep everything going and functioning, and so and more importantly, so I know where I stand. I mean, if I can get thrusters from here, we got a couple of other crash ships around with thrusters on as well. So if we can get a few thrusters, I think we'll be able to get that CV mobile, and I do feel that that needs to be the priority. One nice thing about this ship is that because it's got such a small footprint, it's very easy to land. Up to, I want the Crash DSC, I want the Auger, I want the ammunition, not the fridge, the harvester. Now the next question is going to be is, where's the other? We've got 3 more thrusters to pick up. This is a fuel tank, but it's not. I'm gonna get it to show on HUD. So it looks like they're just down here. So very quickly take them out so I can see them easily. Oh, okay. What we're gonna have to do is this is becoming very annoying. We're gonna have to get in here very quickly. Get in here. Yeah, you bomb that to your heart's content. You guys just have a field day now. I've got what I wanted. You can blow it to pieces now and enjoy yourself. If you follow me, because I'm not going to make the mistake I made last time as by trying to defend it, because I wasted a lot of pentaxid trying to defend the base. So those guys can just quite happily stay there now. I've got the thrusters that I want. The only thing is I just have to be a little bit careful that I don't get I don't go near that again, so that I can attract their attention. So just come here, and I mean if they follow me over here, because this is what I think might have happened last time, because I moved back to this base, I then got a base attack come in, which gave me a little bit of a problem. Just get in here. I think I might provide a little bit of a surprise for these guys. Come here. Base. Logistics container it is. Yeah. So that gives us 7. Break that link. Yeah, I'm going to boost up the defenses a little bit on this base. These guys are just annoying me so much. I don't want an SV1. I want a base one. I think we've got the we can put it. We got the CPU here for it. Yeah, we can put another turret on the top. See, at the moment, accidentally, and I think somebody actually pointed this out in the previous video. I've actually, I'm kind of thinking that maybe if I put a, at the moment I've got a, we've got a minigun turret there and a cannon turret there. So I actually accidentally put a minigun turret on this side. I've got a bit of a mix and match, but if I get another cannon turret and put it on this corner, because of course I've completely tore this apart now. So just go this way. The player base way out, up there. I'm just getting very annoyed with these constant attacks. But I think if we put you on this corner, that would give me a 3 turret defense. Make sure we haven't exceeded the CPU. 69,000. Okay. Seem to have got my frame rate indicator up in the top right hand corner. I'm not sure if you guys are able to see that, but I must admit I do get very good frame rates with Empyrion. It's normally 60, 70 at a time. And what we're going to do now is turn the thrusters on. Yeah, we need some fuel. Base. Where's it? Container 3. Not 1. It goes out. Where's all my fuel gone? Oh, come on. I can't find anything at the moment. Oh, there it was. Oh, of course, I was sorting stuff out. We use up the big ones at the moment. You can see everything is still a little bit mixed up, but it's the way it is. Actually, there's a question for you guys. These large heat sinks, have you got any idea what you would use those for? I'm assuming that they must be something, because it says a disposal thermal cell that stores heat from high output devices until it reaches maximum capacity and then it's ejected safely. Is that something that you would use, say, if you went into a hot area? I mean, I've never encountered one of these, and I'm not sure whether you'd put it on a ship or on your person, and what effect it would actually have, because it doesn't really say much about that. But if you know what that is, feel free to chuck it in the comments, because it's kind of a bit interesting. I just want to check my ammunition situation, and we're going to go back this way. We're not going to mess with the crashed DSC. In fact, just see if the opposition's still hanging around there. Just go and have a quick look-see. Actually, I shouldn't have come here in the SV. Bit of a mistake, but we'll be okay. Yeah, I think the Xerax are quite happily flying around here at the moment. Hello guys, you having fun? Hope you're well entertained. I'll come back for you later on. The trouble is they're a little bit close. You're gonna be kidding me. The problem is there's 4 of them, see? And this ship just isn't nimble enough to be able to take them down. Yeah, I've got that. I can one-shot them with missiles. The trouble is that it's quite difficult to one-shot these guys because they don't stay still enough to be able to attack them. Just to show you. Oops, no, can't one-shot them. It's the light bomber that's the nuisance. But trouble is, it's the amount of ammunition you got to waste to do this. Okay, back to Gatling guns. The bomber is a real nuisance because it trying to hit that that's why I really want the turret. Anyway, seeing you guys have made me expand a lot of ammunition, we're gonna come down here. In theory, we should be okay, because the bomber tends to focus on the base, not the famous last words. The bomber will just keep flying around like a Should be able to get this one. Oops. He just keeps flying around. I don't think bombers don't really know what they're doing. Where did the fourth one go? Got that one, that one, that one. I think the first one might have de-rendered now. Okay, what we'll do, guys, is we'll just come over here. I don't think the bomber really knows what to do at the moment, so we'll just come in here and operate. Turn the thrusters off. Oh, we're gonna have to try and get rid of this idiot. He's gonna. What you've got to kind of do is strafe them on the pass as they come out, but we've only got a range of 199, so you've got to kind of wait for them to come in and and so the problem is you can spend a vast amount of ammunition trying to hit these. That's why I say the turret is a lot better. There's absolutely no point trying to chase them. They're just too small and agile. And the other thing I've also noticed is that irrespective of how high you go, like say if we gain a bit of height, they always seem to it's almost like they're trying to bomb the ship. So they're almost like they're programmed to be above you. That's what they're trying to do. Got him. Haha. Right. And just fly down. But the base attacks, I think possibly because I've got multiple bases, they're actually coming in a lot quicker. We'll just go here. I think what I will do is go back over to that cached DSC back, because I've got everything of value from it. What we'll do is we'll just land on the top again, and I think what we'll do is we'll retrieve the core. My inventory is full, that's okay. We'll put that in there. That up. What that will mean is that this is no longer my base. What we'll do now is go back, get the Auger, and we'll see if we can loot everything out the Heidelberg as fast as possible, and then I'll take the core out again. Because what I really want is there's a medical station in the Heidelberg. So I think that's what we're going to do, guys. And then that means we can just defend the single base. The turret is shooting the predators again. I need to reset that. Thrusters off. Reset the base. Due to main defense. here. Turn off predator. That's the only one we really need to turn off. Okay, so need to go. Let's get into the Auger. Power on. Not have enough fuel for what we want to do. One thing I do need to do is just put my oxygen. What I'm trying to do now is just use up all the oxygen in the base so that we and I suppose I better have a little bit of food as well. Turn that off on the Merlin. Actually load this into the base just in case we need it. So in logistics 3. Put those on, put that down. Certainly don't need the Mark II bombs and that. We don't need the survival multi-tool anymore either. Keep the motorbike for luck. That can go in there. And we've got our emergency repair kit as well, should we need it. And we go again. So here we are. What I'll do is well, I think we can squish this guy in here. So level them off. Put you there. Yeah, in a base attack, it should give us a little bit of. Actually, I'm gonna leave the thrusters on just in case we're gonna get away. It looks like we've got the lights on. Actually, we'll turn the lights off as well. Don't need them. And what everyone said, the general consensus is there's the admin core up there. Let's show that 120, but we should be able to destroy it. So make sure that is. Yeah, we're nearly there. And that's it. We're very quick. I think we'll put our core back in the same location because it seems a fairly safe place. Can I hook to the, what we call it, the Auger, get it into the harvest controller. Yeah, we got that there. Right, let's start grabbing exactly what I want. First, most important is the get that. Certainly want the grow plots. Make these. Anything else on here that we need? We've got cargo containers. Right, guys, I'm just going to quickly whip through the containers, see if there's anything left that I needs to be. Okay, work. Commercial container, faint energy one, rain freezer, which that's full of spoiled food because I probably didn't pick it up, didn't see it. Reinforced container, full table, weak signal. Okay, so we've got that there. What else is in here that's worth picking up straight away? Don't want to close that down. Got fuel tanks, medium fuel tanks, certainly wouldn't mind those. Got hydroponics lamps, certainly want those if I can find them. There they are. Thank you. Where's the other one? Oh, come on, game. Oh, just go out the quick way. How many thrusters have we got on here? Got no thrusters. Oh, come off it, game. I'm sure there's some. There used to be some thrusters. There they are. Why are you telling me that that's... Got one thruster. Oh, there used to be more thrusters on here. Let's have a look. Yeah, there they are. Got one HUD. Yeah. You'd be careful that we've still got space here. We've got space at the moment. So get up here. No key for no key. There we are. There's the other two. Oops. Get the thrusters off. The small thrusters are actually on the top of the ship. Got you. Certainly wouldn't mind the medium fuel tanks. They used to be in here. Are they just on one side now? I'll take the medium fuel tanks. How much space have we got now? We've got... I don't understand why that's just advanced medium thrusters. These are SV. Okay. Well, we can use those actually on upgrading our other SV. That's a bit of a cheat. We got small thrusters. We've got a couple up here. Take the shutter windows. What thrusters are those then? They're all SV thrusters. You mean I've come all the way over here to effectively get some SV thrusters? That's a bit all... Anyway, we've got the med bay. That's good. The other thing we can pull out here is that and that. The shower and the toilet, we're going to need that. A little bit disappointed with that. Let's have a look at what else we got here. Take the ventilator. I don't think we're going to need it. Some more grow plots. Take those. Take the hydroponics lamp as well. Anything through here? There's a fridge here. Oops. It's just got sport food in. We might need that anyway. Got food processor. Take that. So we've got possibly a second food processor. Take another fridge. Do we need another large constructor? Well, we'll take it just in case. There used to be some... Oh, I scrapped the O2 tanks, didn't I? We've got the armor locker. We don't need any of that. We've got loads of storage on the new ship. Small salvage mode. Salvage out those thrusters. Don't really want small SV thrusters. And of course I can't turn off the back now, but that's okay. Another small thruster there. Looks like the small thrusters are down the front here. Number 2 here. Those thrusters. Through that fuel tank. Ooh, we got one small thruster left somewhere. Salvage. Oh, in there. Thruster off. Not thruster tag. And I think that's about it for the Heidelberg. It's a little bit more disappointing than it was before. They changed the blocks as well. Yeah, you don't seem to be able to get the armored blocks anymore. It's all steel, isn't it? Oh, that's a bit disappointing. Anyway, let me just see one final check just to see what we've got. No thrusters. We've got an O2 tank, small oxygen tank. Where is that then? It's up. Says it's up the back there. We can probably go and pull that O2 tank as well. That's right next to the core. Read that. And I think that's about all we're going to get out of here, isn't it, guys? That's, as I say, a little bit disappointing. I think everything else is just scrap, isn't it? Equipment, just want a bunker, access terminal, table, toilet, bunk bed. Most of that stuff isn't. The armor locker could be useful. Where's that? That would save me the effort of having to make it. Salvage in. Where is it? Got an O2 station. Already got an O2 station, but take that O2 station, take the armor block, armor locker, and I think that's it. Just destroy the core again so we don't get annoyed by random attacks. So just take out the core. And that's it. Ooh, we're a little bit heavy, but we're gonna be okay. I actually just realised as I came into the base that the base attack actually destroyed the front solar panel here. I had a solar panel stuck out the front here, and it's actually gone. But to be honest, it's not the biggest of problems because in some ways the solar panel was a little bit annoying. And so what we'll do is just come in here. Here's the Janus. Kind of part of me says maybe where can we put it? That's the question. Put it on top of the. That might confuse the opposition a little bit, isn't it? We put it there. Maybe this isn't such a good idea. I think we come up here. That's it. What you need to do is get near it, and then it drops down, so then you can actually get in it. Jump in very quickly. We've got a nice big hangar deck here. We've got a clone chamber and an O2 station, but we don't actually have a med station. We've got a shower. We've got a whole stack of these small constructors here. I think this is a place for, I think that could be the shield generator. We've got a large constructor, and well, I'll just give you the storage wise, we've got loads of it. You can see here we've only got one box here, but we've got loads and loads of storage. We've got no thrusters, no cockpits. We've got an ammo controller with 40,000 in. So we've got, we've got a massive amount of things. We got 5 constructors, 1 large, 4 small. Probably take a couple of the small constructors out. I like a couple of small constructors, but I find having lots and lots of them, I never use them. Equipment, we've got an armor locker, shower, wireless connector. We've got 2 food processors, 2 fridges. I don't know what the fuel tank capacity is. Got lots of small fuel tanks. We come in here. So we got a kind of fuel capacity of 9,600, which isn't too bad. CPU statistics wise, we only got 41,000, and we got space for 200,000. But what you'll probably find is that by the time we put the thrusters and the cockpit on, there won't be much left over here, because as far as I know, let's come here, close up that shower, the food processors, and the fuel tanks. We've got 1 generator. I think it's a small generator. So again, we're not going to be able to do that. We've got a couple of hydroponics labs, medical. It says there's a clone chamber. Got a couple of ventilators, ramps. It is the core system. We've only got a single core, and I'm not sure. Let me just take a quick look. Full vessel. Find the cores, CPU extenders. And they never seem to be in the same place. Got repair station. I wouldn't mind putting a repair station on, but work that out over time. Then we can make a basic CPU extender. That would give us another 200,000 points. But then what happens is to get the next level up where we can put, I think we can put 2 of these on. We're going to need large optronics bridges. We're going to need medium. Probably going to need the medium thrusters. I mean, the large thrusters would be nice, but I'm not sure if we'll be able to put some of those in. But we got the points, so let's just get that there. Got optical fibers, advanced electronics. If we could get enough resources, we could make some of those. Obviously, we can't make the big ones. The problem is you can see there that each one of these is 10,000 CPU. These are 7,500. So so getting some thrusters and various other bits and pieces on it will be a priority. I think if we come in here, this is like a central shaft there. Of course, we would need extra capacity. I've got absolutely no idea what's through here. And this kind of comes out. I think there's like an external ramp here. Comes up that way. This takes us through into there. This gives us roof access to here, which is pretty cool. And you can see we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 potential weapon emplacements, and we've got you've already got the slots for the thrusters. So we got potential thrust positions for 2 large thrusters, and then multiple small thrusters. We've got various kind of indicators of where things can be put. Something that we're going to need to investigate a little bit more carefully. We need to try and find where the cockpit is. That's the as he says, he gets lost in his own ship. I think this is the cockpit deck actually. This is it here. If I can get a little bit of power into it. Here, Janus fuel base, large logistics, but tiny amount of people in. Now there is, like I said, just have a little bit of a walk around and see if I can post. We've got lots of LEDs and that. Anyway, guys, this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And in the next part, we're going to start the process of working on this ship, trying to fill in a few things and get things up and running. In fact, what I might do is start transferring things like some of the turrets and the ammo onto here, and possibly so that I can concentrate where things are. But until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.